is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Retro Reviews. And we are at the final game of the regular season. It is week 17. So we are 13-2 at this point. So we got one game. So let's finish it off strong and head into the playoffs on a roll, right? That was like always the thing with teams, right? When they're it's like, do they let off the gas heading into the playoffs and try to give their players some rest, or do you just keep going and keep the throttle down? So we're going to keep the throttle down and try to we're going to got the San Diego Chargers going up against, and we're going to see if we can finish off the season 14-2. So let's get to it. But before we do, I believe there could be something here. We still got the division champ. So if San Francisco beats Chicago here, I believe they will win the division. So let's see if that happens. Not good. Roger Craig hurt. Oh, the Bears beat them. Interesting. So that's probably going to come down to whatever happens against the Phoenix Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Let's check it out real quick. Let's get back to the West. So 11-5. So the 49ers finished 11-5. I'm thinking if the Saints win against the Cardinals, the Saints will win the division. Because after that game, the 49ers didn't win. I think they had to win. But since they didn't win the division yet. Now, if the Saints lose against the Cardinals, then the 49ers will win the division by default because they will have a better record. A one-game difference. So let's, I guess our game was before that. So let's, let's get to it here. Our MVP, Bobby Humphrey, does need 185 yards to break the 2,000 yard mark. So we are, it might be wrong, but we are going for the record. Yes, here's Humphrey here, and he's on excellent. So for the season so far, he has 1,815 yards. So he's 185 yards short of 2,000. So we're going to go for it. Try to give him his moment in history of one of the few running backs that broke 2,000 yards. So let's do it for Bobby here. There he goes. He's well on his way. Oh, nice block. Too bad he didn't go farther. All right, way to jump out in front. flicker, dang it. We lucked out there.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
Wrong way.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
There he goes.
Ready, down, put.
Ooh, there he takes off. He's going. He's off to the races. They can't catch him. He's gone. Yeah, baby.
Ready, down, put.
Nice. Wyman Henderson.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
What do you think, guys? Can we get Bobby his 185 yards?
Ready, down, put.
He's off to a good start, we'll say that. Feeling pretty good about this game. The Chargers are they're one of the team, you know, if you remember back in week 4, they beat us. So, yeah, this is feeling pretty good right now. Some nice payback.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Down, put. Ready, down, put.
Billy Joe Tolliver taking off. What?
Down, put.
Watching Bobby Humphrey run is like a beautiful thing. He's got the moves, he's got the speed.
Ready, down, put.
Aw, damn it. Come on, guys. Still pretty good half. Do the wave! Could do some better kickoffs, Treadwell.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
You're gonna seriously let him do that? That's ridiculous.
Ready, down, put. 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 Ready, down, put.
Thought we'd change it up a little bit. We'll throw a pass in there every now and then. Come on. not going away quietly, I'll tell you that. Oh, Humphrey got it.
Ready, down, put.
You can't stop us. You can only hope to contain us, right? Finally, an actual kickoff.
Ready, down, put.
Yes! Safety, bitch! Alright, sorry, guys. That's like enough of that. I've had enough of Marion Butts.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
There he goes again. Victory! We can smell it. Victory is in the air. Putting up a 50 burger on him, baby. Ha ha.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
Talk about an offensive shootout, right? I guess this might be the highest scoring game of the year, like combined with the two teams.
Ready, down, put.
Sure, why not?
Ready, down, put.
Ah, we tried. Holy crap! Bobby Humphrey, 362 yards on 22 carries. Yeah, we got him as 185 and then some, right? Yeah, I was purposely trying to get Bobby his 2,000 yards. I only called one passing play, and that was the one touchdown pass to Mark Jackson. So, yeah. Mission accomplished, right? So let's see what happens here with this Phoenix and New Orleans game. And who's going to win the West? Ooh. Ha! Cardinals beat the Saints. So the 49ers are the champs. As always. See what I tell you. They were down early, at midpoint. At midpoint in the year, they were a couple games down. But I was like, it ain't over. Here we go. Final standings. Jets 9-7. Ooh, the Bengals made the playoffs. 3. Wow. So the season is complete. The regular season, that is. So we finish out the year 14-2. So not bad. That's a pretty damn good record, if I might say so myself, for coaching, right? If you guys haven't coached, it's like a totally different. You feel helpless because all you can do is call the plays. That's it. But still, with that restriction, right, I still managed to crank out a 14-2 record. So I'm pretty proud of that. I feel pretty good about that. So look at there. The three teams from the West made the playoffs. Us, the Raiders, and the Chiefs. So this is going to be interesting. And only the Jets. That's weird. The Jets. Usually they're not in the playoffs. Yeah. 12-4, a pretty good year for the Redskins. Huh. The Cowboys finished 8-8, missed the playoffs. They was like leading the division for a lot of the year, but then second half of the year they tailed off. Redskins took over. That's an interesting division there. Packers 13-3, they had a good year. They usually don't. This ain't common. Like the Packers usually don't do that good. And the West, yep. So let's check the schedule out. Here's the playoff bracket. So we got the week off, right? We got the best record in the AFC, so we got home field advantage. So that's always good. Always loved games being played at Mile High Stadium, right? It's just an awesome atmosphere. So we will take on the winner of the Jets and the Chiefs. So there's the wild card games. Jets and the Chiefs will play, and so whoever wins that game, that's who will come pay a visit to Mile High Stadium. And then the other wild card game, Raiders and Bengals are going to face off. And the winner of that game will go to Pittsburgh and play the Steelers. So, and over here on the NFC side, the Bears and the Saints is a wild card game. So whoever wins that will go face the Redskins. Huh. And the Lions and 49ers are the wild. Now that's different. Usually the 49ers have the week off, but since the Packers and Redskins had a better record there, the 49ers in the wild card round. So the 49ers will play the Lions. The winner of that game will go to Green Bay to face the Packers. So I'm liking this. This is a pretty good, this is different. I'm enjoying it. It's like not the same old teams all the time, Because usually over here you see Buffalo, you see Houston, like they're almost like all the time. So, yeah, a lot of times here you don't see the Saints, you don't even see the Packers in the playoffs. And the Redskins, I'll say, for that matter. Redskins, yeah, and the Lions. Yeah, Detroit Lions don't make it often. So this has been a very different year, very unique year, and I'm glad you guys have joined me to experience this unique and different year together, right? So I appreciate that. So that's going to do it for this video, though. So 14-2, baby. That's what we finished the regular season out, our regular season campaign. So before I sign off, let's just check our stats here. Elway, he had an okay year. I'm just going to say average. 23 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 2,300 yards. 19 rushes, 151 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. But here's the main man, Bobby Humphrey. So he finished with 2,000, his final numbers, 2,177 yards. 14.5 yards a carry average, 34 touchdowns. And he did have 16 receptions for 413 yards and 3 touchdowns receiving. So total he had 37 touchdowns on the year, rushing and receiving. But what a workhorse, man. We wouldn't be the same without him. Without him, if we just had like Bratton and Winder, we'd be a very different team. We definitely would not win as many games because our offense is very explosive thanks to him. He everything centers around him. He can bail us out of a lot of troubles, because passing with Elway, it's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes he can. And that's the way, and that's true to back then. Elway was like he could dazzle you with his ability, with his big play ability, and he would make some big plays. He could dazzle you, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that was awesome." But then it could be almost like flipping a coin. Are you going to get that, or are you going to get an interception? Elway did throw his share of interceptions back in those years. So basically, I guess that was true to what he was back then. This was before they installed the West Coast offense. So it was like he would have a lot of big plays, and he would win a lot of games just on his ability alone. Him and his receivers, they would make enough plays to win games, and he would dazzle you with the plays he could make, and then just. But other times it was like, damn, you threw another interception. So, yeah, with Elway in the passing game, it could be a roller coaster, basically. It's like, all right, cool, that was a great play. And then, so, yeah, I would say that was probably true because there was, basically an inconsistency in the passing game, right? So, that's why I like... With the Broncos, you want to lean on the run. You got to go heavy on the run, and you mix in the pass here and there. Because if you go too much pass, it might be a mixed bag. So, but yeah, Humphrey, man, what a year! 2,177 yards. He gets my vote for MVP, and I know I'm being biased, but yep. And I think that might be the most I've ever. I don't think I've ever rushed that many myself when playing with the Broncos. Of course, when playing with the Broncos, I'm passing more because I can control a lot better and have a lot better time passing, than the computer can. So that's probably why I wouldn't get those 2,000 yards. I'm doing more passing and having more success passing on a consistent basis because I know how to. I will throw to the open receivers, not a double covered receiver. So I throw a lot more touchdowns and a lot less interceptions than the computer does. But Mark Jackson, a pretty decent year. 894 yards, 12 touchdowns. Vance not as good, 473 and 5 touchdowns. Michael Young, he had a couple of touchdowns. Michael Young started off the season pretty good, but he kind of tapered off a little bit. He got hurt too, so Kay didn't do too much because we mainly had him on kickoffs. Steve Sewell, he did good there in a couple of games there when we took out Humphrey, and he's got some yards here. He had 10 carries, 117 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So he did his job. He contributed to the team. So Sewell's a good team player. Let's check out the defensive guys and check out the sacks. Ron Holmes had 5 sacks. Greg Cregan 6 sacks. Warren Powers 4 sacks. Carl Mecklenburg only 1 sack. Huh. Now if I was playing that, he'd have a lot more sacks because he's but he did have 2 interceptions there for 18 yards returning. Michael Brooks 2 sacks. Also 2 interceptions. Now this guy's going to have a lot of sacks. Mark Munford. Yeah, 12 sacks. Because usually whenever you pick the play, he's the guy that gets the sack. Simon Fletcher had 3 sacks and 3 interceptions. Nice. Wyman Henderson, our cornerback, 5 interceptions. Pretty good. Tyrone Braxton, another 5 interceptions. Steve Atwater, 4 interceptions. And Dennis Smith, 6 interceptions. So yeah, our defensive backfield played lights out. They was like, ball hawks back here. Intercepting the pass. They was laying hits, causing fumbles. Pretty good. Overall, pretty good year for the defense. So let's go to our offense. Here's the offensive rankings. So we ranked number 10 out of the whole NFL. Now, if we go to rushing offense, there we are, we're number 1. We was the number 1 rushing offense, of course. But passing, we were probably one of the lower ones. Wow, we were next to last in passing. But because of Bobby Humphrey in the running game, we was 10th overall. How about defense? There we are, number 1 defense in the league, baby. Total defense. Number 1 in the pass. Number 8 in the rush. Pretty good. So, number 1 defense, number 10 offense. Yeah, watch out, playoff. Watch out, everybody. Here we come. That's a pretty good team if you're ranked that high on both sides of the ball. So, I think that's going to wrap up this video. And this week, final week of the regular season is in the books. So, proud to be 14-2 as a coach. My first year as a coach. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to celebrate with a cold tasty beverage here. So anyways, guys, that's the video. If this is your first time to the channel, tap that red subscribe button and then the bell next to it, ding ding, and that way you'll be notified when I upload new videos, okay? So until next time, guys, keep it retro.